serious time.
What a dangerous time.
Don't let the devil blow your mind.
Do you recognize black people?
The time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
It's only in the Father, you know I put my trust.
Come in, not trust.
The time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous.
What really are going out to bed? Yeah.
All over the world, everyone is in a heated rush.
In a eating rush, yes it on, but you have to take it with tender touch. Each and every ghetto you want get big up. If you want get big up and if you want to live up, read your Bible and think about God enough. Think about God and then you get God up. If it's a man, me no say that me no crop. That one the rhythm and band as a prof. Tell the world say that me a hot stuff.
Time is so serious,
Yeah.
cantankerous and
The
dangerous.
same thing again, man. Make them no look, man.
It's only in the Father, you know I put my trust.
God alone, man. The
The time is
salvation lasts
so
forever.
serious,
Yeah.
cantankerous and dangerous. All over the world, everyone is in a heated rush.
Me look, man, and me see what me see. Revelation I reveal, and it a open to the people then. Let me tell you, me say nations and nation, father against son, mother against daughter again. Oh no, let me tell you, revelation I reveal, and no look and no listen, me friend. Let me tell you, turn your eyes unto Jah, and not suffer your life now go ahead. Let me
Time
tell
is
you,
so serious, cantankerous and dangerous.
yeah.
It's only in the Father, you know I put my trust. The time is so serious,
Yeah.
cantankerous and dangerous.
Yeah.
All over the world, everyone is in a heated rush.
In a eating rush,
Guess I have wasted my time.
Wasted my time.
Well, trying to deal with mankind.
And that's a very hard thing to do.
But it tickles in the back of my mind.
Scratch.
Well, just to leave this world behind.
And then I would have fly like a bird.
I guess I'm not the only one.
Not the only
who'd
one.
like to see mankind living in tranquility.
You and I, T.Y. Sure.
And if only we agree,
Come together.
we can live in unity.
Like sisters and brothers.
We're all in this thing together. And can't we all just live as one? Whoa. We're all like birds of one feather. It's time to live as one.
So me say hands and heart and harmony, loving one another, what a sight to say. Peace and love and unity, and that me want in my community. Oh yes, it would be nice to see the kids in the park, running round together without gunshot to park. And it would be nice to see the enemies attack, preaching peace without no lie in them heart. Let's get together, make we get things done. Man from south, west, east and north, cause I would never wanna see you get caught when God Almighty shall be for deliverance. So me say,
there are lots of signs in life, some that you may not like. You could be living this minute, the next minute you're gone away. Hold up your heads, my brothers, be conscious, my sisters, and by your works you shall surely be paid. Never try to miss the man with the anger, the one who's got the tiger, the one who sits high and it looks so low. And if you ever miss the man with the anger, the one who's got the tiger, then you'll be someone that he don't know. Say a prayer and chant a psalms, prayer a day keep the evil calm. You don't have to go to church or be a Christian to call on your name. Hey. Shout out the name Jehovah in the valley. Shout out the name Jehovah on the hills. Shout out the name Jehovah on the plain. Or even if it rains, call on the company. Yeah. So never try to diss the man with the anger. The one who's got the title. The one who sits high and he looks down low. And if you remember this, the man with the anger, the one who's got the title, then you will be someone that he don't know.
I will always do the good I can for a hatred I can't stand. And I hope you feel the same way too. The goodness of your works will carry you through. Do good unto others, and I will do the same for you. Give it a try, my friend, and you will prove what I'm saying is true. Love is the answer. There ain't no other. Oh, love is the answer. True love of the Father. If your neighbor come begging you something, don't say go and come tomorrow. Give it now while you can. And I know, Jah will bless you. Oh, love is the answer. There ain't no other.
Love will always be the answer. Love will always be the answer. Because I like things in threes, I'm going to say it again. Love will always be the answer. And no, this is not Khari Edwards. However, you are listening to Khari On by Khari Edwards, or alongside, hosted by Khari Edwards. And he's not in studio today, but I am. And who am I? I am Cynthia Shay, aka Sin. Normally, I'd be the one saying good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And I will say that tomorrow at 6 a.m., so please lock in for that. But I am sitting in for my brother, Khari. And that's what we do up here as family, right? That's what we do. When someone calls, we run coming. That's what we do here. And I'd like to welcome everyone who is tuned in to iriejam Radio, wherever you are. If you're on the highways or the byways, have us locked into 97.1 FM HD3. A pleasant good evening to you. If you have us streaming on our home, that's iriejamradio.com. iriejamradio.com. Hello, how you doing? Pleasant Sunday afternoon or evening to you. If you're streaming us on our app, and if you don't have our app, I'm side-eyeing you. Please download that right now. You can do that at the app on our Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. Just type in iriejam, we'll pop up and download us. If you're streaming us via the app, how you doing? Happy Sunday to you. If you're streaming us on that Hey Google or Hey Alexa device, happy and blessed Sunday to you. It is 11 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock on this Sunday, November 2nd. Early voting has ended. Tuesday is what? Election day. Before I jump into anything further, let me welcome to his show, Mr. Khari Edwards. Khari, how are you, darling?
I am great. I am grateful to you because I know I was pulling you off a cruise to look out for me because, you know, my carried away segment is going to change up a little bit because I'm in Cleveland because my son got carried away. And so, yeah.
Can we say what you think he got carried away in doing?
So my son is in grad school playing for Case Western University, getting a finance degree. He's like that star basketball player. So, you know, last week, you know, he had a game, he had 25 points. And then this week, he had a game. And then all of a sudden, I get a phone call from his mom that he's in the ER. So I'm like, what? What's going on? And she's like, yeah, he was in the game, but he told me he had 30 points, and then he fell and he cracked his face in 3 places.
Wow.
So he's like, he has a three-prong, I don't know, what do you call it, fracture.
Oh my
But he's
goodness.
Fine.
Thank God.
So that's why he got carried away. He got the carried away segment because he's fine. If he wasn't fine, but he's got carried away.
He got carried away, but he was carried away and doing something that he loves. And I can't even imagine from a parent perspective what that call is like when, you know, you send your son, your kid away and to get a call to say that he's hurt or in need of you, you know, and it's I'm so grateful to God. We're also grateful that you were able to, you know, head to be with him, and, you know, that we give God thanks that he is fine and that he's going to jump right back into things bigger and better as he recovers. So we're sending him and you guys prayers as you guys deal with that, for sure.
And he's also my social media guru. So, you know, my TikTok and my Instagram. So, you know, we're all carried away. I got to see what this week looks like.
Okay, well, we're gonna please, I'm yeah, beg for him. Give him a little time, okay? Let him recuperate and come back before you put him back to work, okay?
I'll try.
Now, on the show today, we have a big show. Yes, Pastor Galbraith will be joining us in the bottom of the hour, Alliance Tabernacle, as well as we will have shortly joining us Justice Favor, who is a field representative, Mason Tenders District Council of Greater New York. He'll be joining us shortly as well. But Khari, you know, DJ Hud, shout out to DJ Hud, who's in the building. He started off with 3, I think, poignant songs. Serious Time by Shabba Ranks, Luciano, In This Together, Sanchez, Never Diss a Man, and the last one was Love Is the Answer by Garnet Silk. Yeah? No, everybody who has turned on their TV, they know that the election is coming. And they also know that Jamaica and Cuba, and I believe DR, was hit in a very major way by Hurricane Melissa. And speaking to our very Caribbean audience, you know, we want to lift up and send all our thoughts and our prayers and our love and our support to those who are affected in Jamaica. We know that the St. Elizabeth side and the Grill side was hit heavily. Devastating is the word that we're going to use. The pictures that we're seeing coming out of Jamaica are just heartbreaking. And so the 3 songs that we opened up with HUD, I think were very, very timely. And needed. The message is always in the music up here at iriejam Radio. So we want to send our thoughts and our prayers out to those who are affected, our brothers and our sisters there in Jamaica. And yeah, so not only that, we also know that we're living in a serious time here in the U.S. My understanding is that, and Khari, you can jump in here, that SNAP has been, that bank has ran out, right? So those who are receiving SNAP as of this weekend no longer are doing that. Am I saying that correctly?
You are. A judge did try to block Trump's administration, and I see he's getting on 60 Minutes tonight to really start copping a plea, because I think he realizes that SNAP is just not for Black people. It's for, you know, rural white people as well. And so you're now affecting the base of people that you have manipulated into thinking that you love them so much. So now the reality of, you know, when Hut played that first song, I was like, man, I wouldn't even have thought about that, but that was right on time, because everything is from the hurricanes, from SNAP, from the elections. It's what it said, revelation I reveal. And so we're in that time of revelation.
We are indeed in that time of revelation. And, you know, like Garnet Silk said, love is the answer. Love is the only way. Love is the only way. And the sooner that we can realize that, we will be better off. So this coming Tuesday. I was going to say Sunday because today is Sunday, November 2nd. Early voting has closed for elections. I'm wondering how that, I don't know, Khari, if you have any details on how that turned out. I heard the numbers were very good. There was a huge turnout in early voting. This coming Tuesday, people, yes, we're up here bringing you the vibes and everything, but we're also about bringing you the information and making sure that you know that it is your absolute right to get out and vote. It is your absolute right to exercise your franchise. What does that mean? This coming Tuesday, you need to get out and vote.
Yep. I mean, if you haven't voted yet, please vote. The numbers are insane that we've ever seen in early voting. You know, one of these days, Sin, you have to get Zelna Myrie on. He was the reason in the state Senate that early voting came about. And
oh, wow, I didn't know that. Nice.
Yeah, he did his thing with that. And so shout out to him. But most of the reality too is that we're seeing numbers on both sides, right? We're seeing people who don't want Mamdani and people who don't want Cuomo. online together. So, love is the answer when it comes to having a vote in that place. But yeah, so, and look, whoever, I'm not telling anybody who I would have voted for, but please forgive me. Family came before a vote, so I would not get back Tuesday, and I did not get to early voting. So hopefully whoever I would have voted for does not lose by one vote, because then it's my fault.
It'll be your fault. It'll be all Khari's fault. No, man, that's it's fine. We know your intention, we know your heart. And more importantly, God knows your intention and God knows your heart. But we're encouraging you, those who can, please get out and vote. It is very, very critical. It is. I mean, if we're talking about what, as a matter of fact, let me not even say, Khari, what is on the line with this election?
I mean, there's so much depending on what side you're on, right? But the reality of it is you are choosing for the next 4 years someone who will lead you either into the darkness or the light. And the reality of it is whoever you choose to vote for is the person you're putting that faith into. And right now you're in that spot. And so it's not going to be 105-degree weather like it was in the primary. It shouldn't be a snowstorm. We're looking at the weather. So there's no reason that if you haven't gotten to early voting that we shouldn't. And really shout out to our seniors and our older community who believe in doing voting on the day that it is assigned. And we just hope that they have an opportunity to come outside and do what they fought so hard for, what our forefathers and our ancestors fought for, is the right to just be able to pick who we want to lead us. No kings, no kings.
No kings. You know what? Let's us enter into the chat. Your guest who is in the building. I'm going to read his bio, not all of it, but quite long. But because I'm going to want him to tell a little bit about himself. But Justice Favor serves as a field representative for the Mason Tenders District Council, representing more than 20,000 laborers across the construction industry. In this role, he negotiates and strengthens partnerships between developers and contractors, ensuring fair labor standards and promoting growth opportunities for union members. So let us welcome to Carry On with Khari Edwards and Sin this Sunday, Mr. Justice Favor. I was going to say good morning because I do the morning show, but this is your mic. Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. Now, Khari, I know your mother raised you with manners, so please say good evening to your guests.
Well, listen, you know how long I know this guy?
I don't matter. You still have to say good evening.
Well, I was going to say good evening, my brother. Good seeing you again.
Yeah, man. Bless up, brother. You know it, man. Bless
always
up.
A pleasure, man. And when Khari told me it was you, I was excited because, Sin, this brother's been in the fight for a very long time. I've relied on him when I was doing stuff at Brookdale Hospital. Yeah. His laborers are the core of getting, construction done. And so people don't realize that they are the grunt workers, and that without them, there's so many of these buildings won't go up. So pleasure to have you on my show. I'm excited.
Man.
I can say I got somebody I know on the show,
Yes, thank you. I just wanted to extend, I'm Jamaican. My wife is Jamaican, so born in Jamaica. Tons of family still out there, brothers and aunts, and So,
have you been able to get in contact?
Yeah, one of her brothers she spoke to and just reconnected with the second one. Okay. So they actually, and we was just down there in September, so we there at least 3-4 times a year. So
it's just so heartbreaking to see, and but you know what the greatest thing that we can do on our side is we can affect change, we can help, and so I'm probably going to be forcing the hand here, but I will say, Khari, if you will allow me, that iriejam Radio will be doing a radiothon. One of many things that we will be doing. We're doing a radiothon next week, Saturday. It will be happening at the Islands. Just watch this space for more information. We're doing it from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. where we will be accepting all types of donations that we're going to be working with certain airline carriers, cargoes to carry down. So just stick and stay, watch the space for more information. But Mr. Favors, we're here to talk about what you do and what your laborers do. Yes. For those who maybe novices like myself, definitely not Khari, talk to us. What are laborers?
Yeah, laborers is the backbone of the construction industry. In my role specifically now, it's 3 construction labor unions that fall under the district council, 1 non-construction union, which is the private sanitation, but we general buildings laborers, where we do mason tending, demolition, concrete out in Long Island, Local 66, Local 78, which is our hazardous local that do abatement, and then Local 79, which is building laborers, and anywhere from the first ones on the project to the last one off. General conditions, which entail the actual cleanup of the construction project, tearing things down, assisting other trades, and just all the heavy lifting we do when it comes to building a building.
How did you get into this industry?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I started out doing non-union plumbing, and that was my passion, and I was doing that for various years. I attempted to get in, the plumbers union, the steam fitters union, as well as the elevator mechanic union, and to no avail. And one day I saw a friend of mine working next to a site, my non-union site, and he was like, Local 79 is hiring, and I'm like, the laborers. I'm like, what's that? What do they do? I'm coming from a little mechanical background. He's like, it's a laborers union, man, and it's good. And I, quite honestly, I was like, man, forget the unions, right? Because I had, in my opinion, I had a little unsatisfactory feeling about my attempts to actually integrate into the other unions. And he was like, nah, it's a union that is extremely inclusive to everyone. And I applied. I actually filled out an application. Actually, shout out to my wife, because I was working and I was unable to actually fill out the application.
And
she did it for me. Yes,
Shout out to Miss Favors.
Yes. And I went on my interview on a Tuesday, and Thursday, Tim Warrington that runs the Mason Tenders Training Fund said, hey, we want you. And I started out as an apprentice and just worked my way up. So it's been beautiful ever since.
Let me ask you, for someone that's trying to get into a union now, is it easier?
Yeah, definitely. It's easier now because they have a plethora of pre-apprenticeship programs that actually help folks. I serve on the board of Pathways to Apprenticeship, which is a pre-apprenticeship program that actually go into a lot of disenfranchised backgrounds and communities that typically wouldn't have access to the trades, just to actually educate and enlighten. So you have that. That's the one that I'm actually associated and affiliated with. For women specifically, they have NEW, which stands for Non-Traditional Employment for Women. That's also a pre-apprenticeship. You have construction skills, and then you have Helmets to Hard Hat. Those are 4 pre-apprenticeship programs. That's a part of the ARC. And what they do is they serve in different capacities, but they also meet at the same direction. And they actually get access to folks. And it's a lot more transparent now. So a lot of folks are having, men and women are having access to the trades. And obviously what's going on now, as we can see with these AI, with AI, and a lot of these jobs are under attack. Amazon laying off about 30,000, workers, and UPS, all of these type of jobs. And I would encourage everyone to actually, or anyone that would actually get a trade. And it's extremely beneficial.
Let's talk about the Construction Justice Act.
Yes.
What exactly is it?
So the Construction Justice Act in its entirety is actually to raise the minimum wage on city subsidized projects. Currently, construction is an industry that is often overlooked. You really don't hear anyone having anything to speak about in their legislation. And typically, Black and brown members in the reentry population are the most vulnerable and easy to exploit population. And as what's happening on these projects, affordable housing projects, they are paying folks a minimum wage of about $15 to $16 an hour. So CJA is asking to regulate this industry, right, with a $40 an hour total package. Total package, right? What that means is $25 would be allocated to someone pay at minimum, and the other 15 could be allocated to benefits. And we're talking about a floor. We're not talking about a ceiling. Currently, there is zero regulation that's in that industry right now, and folks basically are basically replacing exploitation labor in the sake of building more affordable units. And what we're saying that both can be done. And so we just want a regulation. We want attention to this industry that labor, construction workers, right? This is not a union bill. This is for construction workers throughout New York City to actually get their adequate pay. And the one thing I want to say is that construction workers, when you look at it, a successful year is about 9.5 months working. You have to take into account weather conditions, work stoppage, work shortage. When a job, that's the one industry where you work yourself out of a job. Because once you complete a project, you got to wait to get back to work. And sometimes that can take a couple of months, couple of weeks, couple of days, right? So you have to factor that all in. And when you have a person that is an individual that is making $15 an hour on $1 million buildings and, you know, $3,000, $5,000 a month apartments that they're building, they working on sites that they can't even afford to actually actually live in.
Yeah. Wow. Is this a bill? You jumping in, Khari?
So yeah, Jesse, I got a quick question, right?
Yes.
So how do we sell this when some of the industry saying, oh, supplies are going up, costs are going up, and so how do we support this narrative when most of your bosses now may be like, oh no, this is too much for us?
Well, the symptom of the lack of the symptom of affordable housing, the lack of affordable housing, is the lack of an adequate wage. So we're continuing a perpetual cycle of poverty. If people are going to not have a livable wage, but yet they can build someone an apartment, it's going to be a repeated cycle. So, you know, when you think about the history of America, when we think about FDR, when we think about the stimulus packet, there was always funds or resources that was infused into the economy to help offset some of those issues. So I believe that people have to have guts and glory to actually do this, because it can be done. And the one thing I want to say about this is this. Fred Hampton once said that we're not going to replace white capitalism for black capitalism. So when you think about it, the vast majority of these projects that are being built is already in disenfranchised communities. When you think about the affordable housing that is happening around the city, it's not being built in predominantly white communities. It's being built in predominantly disenfranchised communities that already had lack of resources, but yet you want the workers to build this community or build these projects by not making a livable wage. This is a constant repeated cycle. So what I want to say is, are we truly want to have a comprehensive approach on solving poverty, solving wage, income inequality, or we just want to continue with status quo?
Where does this bill stand now in the city council?
Yeah, that's a great question. So currently the bill has 43 sponsors, which is a bipartisan bill. And it's currently on an agent list, and we just currently waiting on the speaker to bring it to a vote. Quite honestly, which I have faith in the Madam Speaker and her team to actually do bring this to a vote, and we are in that good spirit of hoping and believing that this bill will be brought to a vote.
Where's
the pressure on that now?
Right. I was gonna say it, but I ain't know how to say it without sounding crazy.
Yeah.
How do we apply
I'm in Cleveland, so I can't get in trouble. So you all right.
Yeah. So I think there's many different things, right? What we also want to do is raise the conversation around construction workers, right? Oftentimes we hear many different dialogues about other industries, and what we want to do is raise this up. And I think that's one of the ways that we could actually put pressure, because everyone say they want to build, all of the candidates, we want to build 200,000 affordable units in the next 10 years and so on and so forth. But where are the workers at that are, why is there not a conversation about the folks that are actually going to build this? So I would encourage folks to, continue to have conversations with the speaker, to continue to ask her, could she bring this to a vote? Because I believe that it has a majority already of city council candidates that already signed on to this bill. And I think we need to sometimes make hard decisions. So what I will say is that if you have a relationship with her, Khari and her folks.
Applying the pressure to you now, Khari.
Listen, I'm ready for it.
Yeah, let her know that this bill matters to you. It matters to your community, to your constituents. And I would ask that we all just be a part of the coalition. And we have a very diverse coalition of folks that fundamentally believe in wages that need to be raised. And that's the way that you can counter some of the income inequality that's happening around the city.
Now, for those who may not know who the speaker is, please let us know who the speaker is.
The speaker name is Madam Adrienne Adams.
Okay.
Also
from Queens.
From Queens. I'm a Queens.
Are you from Queens?
I'm born and raised in Queens.
I was born and raised in Queens too. What part?
I'm from Far Rockaway.
From Far Rockaway. Okay,
Yeah.
You're not too. You are kind of far.
Yeah.
I'm Rosedale.
Rosedale. We right there.
We right there. You know, you kind of out there. But
I am, but we didn't get floods like you guys got, so it's okay.
I'm sorry,
though.
Snake.
Y'all got Sandy.
No, but you know what?
Yeah, we had Sandy. Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
yes,
Y'all had
yes,
Sandy.
yes,
Wow.
Yes.
So let's talk about real quick before we wrap, right? The importance of this election to your union.
Yes, I mean, it's extremely important because we need pro-labor candidates, right? Whatever position you are, like we don't have permanent friends, we have permanent interests, and we are for workers' rights. I know I live in a union household. My wife is a union, and my life has changed dramatically. I owe the labor's union everything. I'm a kid that was born and raised in the projects, many different impediments, many different, obstacles that have been in my way, whether it was coming from poverty-stricken household to drug-infested community. When I think about all of those things, but the one thing that has eradicated that and gave me a leg up and being the first one on my mom's side to own a home is a unionized career, making a livable wage. And I fundamentally believe that is the path, because you offset so many different things when you are able to make when you are to make a livable wage. So the mayoral candidates that are out there, it's important that they really, really, really incorporate a livable wage in their platform and fight for workers' rights. It's extremely important because a lot of the other rhetoric is just talk, right? It's sometimes we get caught up, and again, I'm not trying to minimize anyone's concerns, but when we get caught up with identity politics, it really to me, it's not really that important, right? Whether you straight, you gay, you black or white. At the end of the day, we all want to put food on our table. We all want to raise our children in a healthy community, and we all want to be able to provide for our families and have job security.
Well, Justice, thank you for what you're doing, because look, it's Sunday night. You could have been watching a football game, but you saw it fit to bring awareness and awareness. Certainly to me, I'm sure Khari would be educated on this, but certainly to me, right, who's a layperson, has zero clue about the construction industry, much less labor industry, and unions, right? So, and that's why this show is very important. Khari, thank you for the idea. Justice, where can our listeners follow you? Where can we support this bill? I mean, I know Adrienne Adams has her office. If you have her information, or we can post it, right? Because we have to apply that pressure.
Yes, thank you. So we have the Construction Justice Act. We have an actual website that's committed to this initiative.
What is that website?
I'm sorry. One second.
That's okay.
We also have I believe it's constructionjustice.org. And the bill, it's constructionjustice.org. And it's constructionjustice.org. The bill is Intro 910 in the City Council.
Intro?
Yeah. And the one thing that I want to just stress before I go, this is not a union bill, right? There's nothing in this bill that suggests or say that you have to have union construction workers on this project. We understand that the city is at a place where, personally, I wish it wasn't, but it's an open shop place, right? Where what that means is you can have a mixed bag of union contractors and non-union contractors. And again, that's a topic for another day. With that being said, the one thing is we speaking about a minimum wage. We're talking about a floor. When you think of these developments that are happening, 60, 70 stories that are being built, 20 stories in the name of affordable housing, but yet the workers are being paid $15 an hour with no benefits, with no pension, with no retirement. It's just prove me wrong though. Right. Like if you disagree with me, prove me wrong. Are you okay with that? In no other industry would we be okay with workers being paid that low of a wage.
Yeah. And they're also working on very dangerous sites, right?
100%.
Like it's a lot of.
Yeah, we had, in the state, we passed a bill called Carlos's Law. So about 5 years ago, construction workers were dying at an alarming rate, unfortunately, and there were no outcry whatsoever about the construction workers. So yes, the sites are very dangerous, and it's so many stories where workers don't have dignity, don't have security, not even life insurance policies, and it's a continued exploitation that's happening on these job sites.
Justice Favor, Field Representative, Mason Tenders, District Council of Greater New York, thank you for the work that you do. And we're hoping that this bill is passed.
Yes.
We got to apply that pressure to Speaker Adrian Adams, and it's constructionjusticenyc.org, constructionjusticenyc.org. And if you can get a union job, Justice is saying, go ahead out there and do so, people. It is now 37 minutes after the hour, 7 o'clock. It is Sunday, November 2nd. You are in tune to Khari. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll be having Pastor Galbraith of Alliance Tabernacle joining us. We'll be back.
Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back with more from the Carry On Show right here on iriejam Radio. Keep the vibes flowing.
Wait the sound and tell the people. When I listening to music, it's only iriejam I just listen to. What you talking about? Iriejam is real vibes.
You ever try finding hotel rooms when family flying in from the islands? Lord, it's chaos. Prices sky high, rooms scattered everywhere, nobody together, and everybody calling you for directions. Then my friend said, why not Airbnb? One house, everyone together, kitchen, space, vibes, like home but better. Now, family visits feel like family again. Honestly, I'm even thinking about turning my own place into an Airbnb. If it helps me, maybe it can help someone else too.
Accident, auto injuries, construction site injuries, slip and fall injuries. Injured in an accident? Call Spector and Associates. Hundreds of millions of dollars recovered, and they stand ready to hear your case. Call today, 800-318-8888. That's 800-318-8888. Or visit crashinjury.com.
Spector and Associates, your serious injury lawyers. 800-318-8888.
Licensed to practice in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and Pennsylvania.
Hold up. You've seen those too good to be true car ads, right? Low prices that disappear the moment you step on a car lot. Don't get duped. Don't get played. At Major World, what you negotiate is what you pay. No hidden fees, no gimmicks. The only extras you pay are taxes, DMV fees, and that $175 processing fee. And that's it. Come see for yourself at Major World, 4340 Northern Boulevard, Long Island City, Queens. We are open 7 days a week from 9 a.m. until 11 p.m. We are right next door to 59th Street Bridge on the Queens side. Call your car experts at Major World at 877-625-6702. That's 877-625-6702. Call Major World today. That's 877-625-6702.
New York City, Iredale is back with his big birthday celebration Sunday, November the 16th, and it's back inside the Mingles. 4012 Boston Road in the Shopwell Plaza, Bronx. Yeah, World Boss, where you say?
So we see up to the time, you know it's 5-star tell, and it's all about Dale, and I told him we never fail.
Yeah, doors open at 7 and we party till 1 a.m. with music by Massive B with Jabba and Chutney Shotta alongside Dubmaster Chris and the First Star Sound with Byron and Randy Frost. For tickets and information, call 646-533-9300. Tickets in advance only $40. You can purchase tickets in the Bronx at People's Choice Furniture or Rockatone Restaurant. In Queens, Genesis One Restaurant or Jimmy Starsky, or online at ticketgateway.com. Yeah, you know Iredale style already. Lots and lots of giveaways. And remember, part proceeds of this event go to the Dale Stewart Scholarship Fund of York Castle High School in St. Anne, Jamaica. Sunday, November the 16th. Don't miss it.
Visit Chocolat Restaurant and Bar in Harlem and enjoy their delectable blend of Caribbean fusion soul food and famous brunch that's available 7 days a week. Celebrating a birthday? Then join Chocolat Harlem's Birthday Club and enjoy a complimentary birthday entree on them. I'm Pat Prescott, and when I'm in New York, I always stop by Chocolat. Follow Chocolat Restaurant on social media at Chocolat Harlem, make a reservation, or visit them online at CHOCOLATHarlem.com.
Come for the vibes, come for the fashion, come for the music. As Stone Love celebrates their 53rd anniversary. Yes, the year-to-year award-winning sound, Stone Love.
Sound for dead. Stone Love, you know, see it.
Celebrates their 53rd anniversary. Saturday, November 22nd. With the year-to-year champion sound from way out and out of country bass on this scene.
Yes, I did it comes 10.
New York City's Soul Supreme. Massive Me. Next Level. And Lufa 13. Stone Love 53rd anniversary. Saturday, November 22nd. At the Compound. St. Albans, New York. Get tickets online now. StoneLoveNY2025.eventbrite.com. For further info, call 516-725-2648 or 754-971-9712.
Tickets available in Queens at Genesis Restaurants, in the Bronx at People's Choice, in Long Island at Tropical Jerk, in Mount Vernon at Justin's.
Get tickets in Hartford at Dunn's River Restaurant.
You're locked in and vibing right here, so it's time for the guest DJ of the week. Keep it smooth, turn it up, and carry on, cause the rhythm just a flow.
Well, it's in trouble anytime both your bands and come. Alright, no one know all the world around. Have mercy. Have mercy.
There's a place in your heart, and I know that it is love. And this place could be much brighter than tomorrow. And if you really try, you'll find there's no need to cry. And this place, you'll find there's no hurt or sorrow. There are ways to get there if you care enough for the living. Make a better place. Make a better place. Heal the world. Make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying if you care enough for the living. So make a better place for you and for me.
Somebody please tell me now. Oh, Master God, world around you. Put the war back and praise God, yeah, me son, tell me now. Oh, Papa Jesus, world around. Make we come together, God the Father soon come. There was a beginning, so there must be an end. Let us build a better day for our grandchildren. And looking at we heart and see where we can mend. Where food is concerned, there is a
only Rasta can liberate the people. Over hills and valleys too. Don't let them fool you. Don't believe for a minute that they are with you. Shall free the people. Over hills and valleys too. Don't let them fool you. Don't believe for a minute they don't like you.
That is it. Happy Sunday, people. You are in tune to Khari On with Khari Edwards and your girl, Cynthia.